of state and law. In Malaysia, we have a single hierarchy of court which enforce both of federal and state law. Such that there are also have a superior court and subordinate court. In a superior court, such as a federal court and courts of appeal and high courts of Malaya, Sabah and Sarawak. In Malaysia, the highest court was called a federal court. It was consists a chief of justice, presidents of a court of appeal, chief of judge Sabah and Sarawak, and 6 federal courts of judges. In Malaysia, the highest court was called a federal court. It was consists a chief of justice, presidents of a court of appeal, chief of judge Sabah and Sarawak, and 6 federal courts of judges. Refer to the Article 128 in Sections 1, court have exclusive jurisdictions to determine any question whether the law made by Parliament or by legislatures of state. Court of Appeal is one of superior court in the hierarchy. This court have jurisdictions to hear and determine any appeal against high court in a criminal matter. It has in court. It also has jurisdictions to determine any appeal generally in civil matter where the subject matter have amount or value at least in 250,000 ringgit. Besides that, no appeal can be brought in this case when the subject matter have the amount or value less than the amount 250,000 ringgit. Highest court is one of part in a superior court in hierarchy. This court have unlimited on the criminal and civil matter. It also cannot be determined in the subordinate court. Lastly, highest court also possesses the power to refer any point of law. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
For my part, I will talk about session court. Session court is presided by a session court judge. It's unlimited jurisdiction to try all action and suit of a civil nature. For example, motor vehicle accident, landlord and tenants and distress. Session court not exceed 1 million ringgit Malaysia and try all action to switch a civil nature for the specific performance or rescission of contract, for cancellation or rectification of instruments. Okay, next, the magistrate court. Magistrate court divide to class: first class magistrate and second class magistrate. Okay, a first class magistrate has jurisdiction to try all offence of which maximum term and imprisonment does not exceed 10 years or are punishable with fine only. Okay, the first class magistrate court, here all action and suit of a civil nature where the amount in dispute or value of the subject matter does not exceed 100,000 ringgit Malaysia under Section 90 of the Subordinate Court Act 1984. Second class magistrate has the jurisdiction to hear criminal matters of the following nature. Here a civil where the plaintiff seek to recover a debt or liquidate demand in money payable by the defendant, which or without interest not exceeding 10,000 ringgit Malaysia.
Next, penghulu court, the lowest court system in Peninsular Malaysia, and penghulu or hitman appointed by the state government. Normally settle dispute informally and only handle cases involving claims under RM50 ringgit, and in the event of a fault, only by a maximum fine of RM25 ringgit. The penghulu court can only claim crimes against people in Asia. If the decision or trial decided by the penghulu court did not satisfy any party, the case could be heard at the magistrate court level. Next, juvenile or children court, the process for children to be subject to the Child Act 2001. Judgment is based on the principle of caring for the child welfare as well as the purpose of restoration to punish. Children are also covered by the law if they become a witness for a case. Jurisdiction for children court. First, only talk about offender aged 10 to 18. Second, cases involving mild punishment only and the death penalty will not be heard in the juvenile court. Third, under the Child Act 2002 Section 97, the court is not allowed to sentence the death sentence. And last, words such as whipping and punishment are not used in children court. Next, proceeding for children courts. We have 4 proceedings. First, the trial takes place in the magistrate court. Second, have a magistrate and 2 counsellors. Third, a trial is conducted in private to protect young offenders. And last, press reporters may be present but not allowed to record or do anything that may disclose the offender's information. And last, for subordinate court is native or Sharia court. Native court, only specifically for the state in Peninsular Malaysia, Sabah and Sarawak. Islamic law in Sabah and Sarawak are now governed by a separate system of Muslim courts that we call the Sharia court, empowered to attend civil and criminal matters such as cases arising from the original or common law. Next, for the Sharia court, a judicial institution that has tried and passed a sentence on Muslims for civil and religious offences according to the jurisdiction provided for it. Next, according to everything prescribed by the Quran and As-Sunnah, able to help solve the problem of estate distribution and related matters such as Islamic needs. And last, serve as an advisor if requested by the government.
Based on our discussions, we come up with decisions that in a police investigations, police suspect that the report made by Sarah parents to Alex is a rape victim. Then the rape case is brought to the court. The court saw the rape case is either voluntary or coercive. The court held or found that the case is made with the consent by the 2 parties. But since Sarah and Alex is still underage or minority, they don't have any legal right to enter any contract because they still under guardianships of their parents, so that they can make their own decision. Even though Alex and Sarah are fulfilled of 3 basic elements of contract, which is offer, acceptance and considerations, they are still not legally binding to the contract existed because they are still not reached at the age of 18 years old above. So that Alex will be charged and tried to the court of children.
Okay, for the next question, will our discussion will be different if they are both Muslim? No, there are no different will be changed for Alex and Sarah, as both of them they still be tried in the court Court of Children Act 2001, where the Court of Children in 2001 will thus include any offender, religion and race. Okay, in other situation, it can be tried in different court depending on the report that made by Sarah's parents. If Sarah's parents registered the case under Section 27 Act 559 for Halwat, where a man who is found in the which has provided that the Sharia court can only pass the maximum fine penalty of 5,000 ringgit or a maximum prison of 3 years or the 6 time of stroke or combination of the sentence. Where for the female, the court will offender to be put in the moral houses. So that's all from me. Where a man who is found to be with one or more than one man is not a husband or his brother in any place of distinguish in a home or a room, in a condition of opposed suspicions that are doing with an unmoral act of committing an offence.